Even the maids at Southbridge Manor get custom seasonal clothes. The deposit alone is worth half a year's sales. This is a chance to make a killing.
What do we do? Miss Julia is crazy. She insisted on coming to the Grim Barrens, the Duke of Southbridge's manor, to make clothes. I heard the Duke was wounded in battle and can't perform, and he enjoys killing. Please, Buddha, please, don't let us run into the Duke. Please, please.
We're done.
Miss, this silver is so heavy.
Hurry up, this client is a cash cow, yes, but he's also the Grim Baron. We take the money and run. While he's still fighting bandits, let's make a run for it.
Right. Duke! The Duke!
Who is she?
My lady, she's Miss Summers from the Golden Thread Boutique. She's here for measurements.
Oh, I see. Then measure me too.
Am I that terrifying? Look up.
Yes. But they said he couldn't perform. Ah.
Problem?
No, no problem. Your Grace's figure is perfect. Then I shall take my leave. I'm done for. Did I somehow offend the Grim Baron?
Good measurements.
Thank you, Your Grace.
Your Grace, your chronic illness has improved. Look at your hair. It is much darker. Your pulse is strong and steady. Your Grace, have you found a cure?
I have indeed found a cure, and I'm about to bring this remedy
into my manor.
Then congratulations, Your Grace. I'll take my leave.
Your Grace, that remedy you mentioned, it's not the girl from today, the one who took your measurements, is it?
Slap him. Investigate that girl's background. Arrange a proposal.
Yes, a proposal?
Something's wrong. Ever since I got back from the manor, my gut has been telling me something's very wrong. Why me? Why do I have to be so beautiful? Couldn't I just be plain?
Miss Julia, you've been staring in the mirror since you got back. Did you flirt with young Edward a little too much, and now you're desperate to get married? Miss Julia, are you worried the Duke of Southbridge has his eye on you? But any other girl would jump at the chance to marry into the manor. Miss Julia, why worry for nothing? You don't know a thing!
In this feudal hierarchy, as a merchant's daughter to the Duke, I can only be a concubine. Marrying soon is my only way out. So, right now, go tell young Edward. Tell him to propose and marry me tomorrow.
Yes!
Julia, you're sweating. What happened?
Yes, dear. Why the rush? To marry young Dr. Sterling.
Edward. Look up. Tell me. Do you like me?
Miss, you're being so forward.
Does your family know about our marriage?
You're such a wonderful woman, Julia. They'll definitely agree.
Young Edward is from a medical family. He's honest and sincere, and we're childhood sweethearts. We know each other well. He's the perfect match for me. All right, come propose tomorrow. We'll get married as soon as possible.
What?
But didn't we agree to marry in 6 months?
If you don't agree, I'll marry someone else.
All right, I'll propose tomorrow.
Julia, what's wrong? Tell us.
Yes, you nearly scared me to death. Oh dear.
It's a long story. I was wearing a veil that day, but it accidentally fell off, and he saw my face. I was so startled. I fell backward, and then he grabbed my clothes and pulled me into his arms, and he even picked up my gold ornament from the ground.
What?
Though the Duke didn't say much, I still feel uneasy.
You did the right thing, Julia. Your face is too striking. You should marry young Dr. Sterling soon. That's the only way to be safe.
I'm just being cautious. If Edward proposes tomorrow, then it's settled.
Mom, why won't my sister marry the Duke? Is she out of her mind?
Oh, please. Your sister has been spoiled her whole life. Do you think she'd be a concubine?
If you were even half as sensible as your sister, you wouldn't be causing trouble every day.
You only love my sister!
Chloe, help me pick some wedding dress styles quick. We have to be ready.
Okay.
I'll take this one.
Miss! People from Southbridge Manor are here! Quick, quick!
My goodness, what a stunning woman. No wonder the Duke is in such a rush.
Hello, sir. Are you here for fabric?
I'm from Southbridge Manor. I'm here for wedding fabrics. It's the finest you have.
A wedding? Whose wedding?
To be honest, the wedding is for you.
I knew this day would come.
The Duke is impressed by your virtue. He wants you to serve him at the manor. He's offering to make you his honored concubine. One look at you and I can tell you're a lucky woman. Congratulations on becoming a mistress.
Really?
Speaking of our Duke, he's a man among men. He's been in power for years, and he's always been a man of virtue. He doesn't even have a chambermaid. Once you enter the manor, you'll be the only one by his side. That's why I say you're a very lucky woman.
But my lady is already...
Thank you, sir. It's a great honor. But I must tell the Duke. I need to discuss this with my family first.
Of course, your parents' approval is needed. This 1,000-tael note is for your wedding clothes. Then I'll take my leave. I'll await your good news.
Miss, why did you agree? What if the Duke finds out you're marrying someone else? That's a death sentence!
I'm playing for time.
Playing for time?
You don't need to. Go find Edward Sterling now. We need to set the wedding date. Fast.
Right, I'm on it.
This is all happening so fast. It's not even cold. So why is it so icy? Your Grace, what brings you here?
Just taking a stroll.
I see. Then please, feel free to continue.
This woman, doesn't she know to invite me in? I'll bring you to the manor soon. Be patient.
You're the one who's impatient. Your Grace, I have some spring green tea. Would you like to try some?
Happy to be joining the manor?
Charles can't find out now. I'm marrying young Edward. I have to keep him calm today. Your Grace, you're so handsome, and of noble birth. To serve you, Your Grace, is a blessing I've earned over lifetimes.
With me here, no one will bully you.
Your Grace.
Don't move. Wait for me to bring you to the manor.
Whoever said Charles was a saint, what a load of crap. How did it go?
It's done. The matchmaker just left. The proposal's official, and we've exchanged our papers.
Go check the West Wing suite. Young Dr. Sterling sent many gifts.
Wait for me. I'll bring you to the manor.
By the time this is all done, I'll already be locked up in the manor. Edward, we're consummating our marriage tonight.
Sis, are you that desperate to get married?
Julia, are you crazy?
But we haven't...
Forget all those silly formalities. Let's just get it over with. We're consummating tonight. I refuse to believe. Once it's done, Charles Windsor won't want a woman who's been used.
No, I won't allow it. You. Have you no shame? You're a young lady. Why are you so desperate?
Oh, my Julia. Are you trying to kill us? Even if he's a great man, can't you wait a few days?
Oh, Mom and Dad.
At my sister's age, it is normal to think about.
Shut up. Enough. Stop arguing. We're consummating tonight, that's final.
Julia, I have something important to give you. I'll be right back.
You're a handful. What are you trying to pull?
I can't bear to lose you.
The Duke of Southbridge came for me again today.
What did he want?
He wants me as his concubine. He's proposing tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Yes, that's why I'm in a rush. Charles is so proud. He'd never want a woman who's been used. Mom, what are you doing?
I'm going to tie up young Dr. Sterling and bring him back. Consummate tonight.
Honey, don't be rash. Don't be rash.
Wait for me.
Bring the wine over here.
That'll do.
Let's get the bridal chamber ready, so young Dr. Sterling can consummate the marriage when he gets back.
Julia.
Mom, Dad. There's no other way. Hurry, go wait in the front courtyard. Go on, hurry up. Go! Everyone, get out now. No one else stays in here either. Get out, all of you. The betrothal ceremony can be made up later. I'll handle the bridal chamber, but remember, you must return to consummate the marriage before dawn. Understand?
Julia is so sincere with me. If I keep hiding my identity, then I'm no man at all.
How's the West Garden coming along?
It's nearly done.
She's young. She likes fancy trinkets. Woolshire's wool carpets, Crystal Bay's luminous pearls, and a few royal headdresses. And send the coral bracelet, too.
That's all?
That's all for now. You may go.
Yes.
Anything else?
Your Grace, is it wise to rush the wedding like this? I saw Miss Summers the other day, and she seemed...
Too much talk. Slap him. Who else would she marry besides me? Hurry. Propose to the Summers family tomorrow morning. Yes.
What the hell? The Duke's suddenly gone soft for a woman. But with a beauty like that, what man could resist?
It's almost dawn. Why isn't Edward back yet?
How many palanquins of gifts are ready?
Your Grace. 24.
She's young. Add 12 more.
Wait. Julia's young. What does that have to do with more gifts? Yes.
Make a grand display. Make sure the whole city knows that Julia Summers is my woman.
Yes! Congratulations, Your Grace.
What a grand display. I wonder which lucky bride this is for. I'll make sure Julia gets all this and more.
Why isn't he back yet? What took you so long?
Julia. How about we consummate our marriage tonight?
What are you talking about? Hurry and change your clothes. Right. I have to change too.
Julia, are you really that eager to consummate our marriage?
What are you thinking? My fault for not being clear. This consummation is just an act for everyone else. The Duke insists on making me his concubine. The manor is forcing my hand. This was my only option. We'll just change into our night clothes, and that'll count as our wedding night.
What? What act? It's not a real consummation?
This is all my fault. If you don't want to play along with this act, I won't blame you. If I do end up marrying you, I want to save our first night for our wedding day.
How outrageous!
I'm sorry, but let's just get you changed first.
What are you doing?
To fake the blood. I was going to ask you if there was another way, but you seemed so angry.
Julia, I'm not mad at you. I'm mad at the Duke of Southbridge. He's so arrogant and unreasonable, abusing his power like this.
Well, he is the King of Southbridge. Let's drop it. You're helping me with this act. I'm so happy.
I'll do it. Let me.
Ah! What are you doing? This is my problem.
Julia, we're engaged. Your problem is my problem. Can't you see? I like you.
What?
Julia, I've liked you since the first time I saw you. Every time we met, I wanted to be closer to you. I, Edward Sterling, have chosen you for life. We made a promise. For life. Forever. Just the two of us.
I feel like I've corrupted a pure-hearted boy.
Knock.
What was that?
Wow, so grand. 36 palanquins of gifts. Even a noble's daughter wouldn't get this. Yeah.
It's so early. Who's this now? Another marriage proposal?
Again?
What do you want?
We're from Southbridge Manor. Where is Miss Summers?
What do you want with my sister?
We're here to propose. To take Miss Summers to the manor as a noble concubine.
That is not happening.
Get your parents out here.
My sister's already married.
Impossible.
Why is that impossible? Whatever my sister wants, she gets.
When did this happen?
Last night.
Bring Miss Summers out. I'll ask her myself.
No way. She is still in the bridal chamber.
Oh, I see. Then feel free to look around.
Fine. Just fine. Your Grace.
Sis! Someone's here to marry you!
Oh no, we haven't changed our clothes. Quick, change into night clothes. This is an emergency. We're getting married anyway. We can't worry about propriety now. Mr. Sterling, please understand.
Julia, don't be afraid of him. Even if the Duke is here, we have nothing to fear. I have something for you.
Wait, hold on. Hurry, take it off. Your Grace.
You. How dare you?
Your visit is unexpected, Your Grace. Forgive me, I'm not feeling well. I can't rise to greet you.
Who is he?
Isn't it obvious? My husband, Dr. Sterling. Weren't you going to marry me? Weren't you happy about it? You must be mistaken, Your Grace. I never said that. I love Dr. Sterling. We consummated our marriage last night. I'm a Sterling now, and I'll always be a Sterling.
Julia, I thought you were sensible. Everyone in Linden City knows the price of crossing me.
Julia never agreed to marry you, so how is that betrayal?
Are you questioning me?
Julia is a proper lady. She should be my wife. Why would she be your concubine?
Do you really mean that?
Yes. I'm no longer a virgin. I can't serve you, Your Grace. Forcing a married woman would tarnish your name. Please, Your Grace.
Julia?
Your virginity. I don't care. As for forcing a married woman, that's improper. But widows remarry all the time. Drag him out. Beat him to death.
Your Grace, I refused. It's not his fault, Your Grace.
Julia, don't beg him. I know you love me. I can die in peace.
You fool. How will I be better off if you die? I'll just be a widow and forced to remarry. Your Grace.
Julia, don't grovel to him. You lecher. You steal wives. Pah! Duke of Southbridge, you're just a bandit. I'll haunt you even in death.
Get up!
The Northbridge Royal House will never spare you.
What is he saying? Your Grace, Edward was just desperate. That's why he said that. He didn't mean to offend you. Let's be direct. Your Grace, just spare Edward this once. Name your price. He wouldn't really get this angry and kill Edward over this, would he? Your Grace, what do you want? Just tell me.
Nothing. Just enforcing the law.
Yeah, right. So young Dr. Sterling is a dead man. Fine. When he's dead tomorrow, I'll just marry little Charlie. There are plenty of other men to marry.
Go ahead and try. Whoever you marry, they die.
So he still wants me. What's going on? Didn't men back then care so much about purity? But Charles, never mind. Your Grace, even if I'm no longer pure, you still want me? Then this is simple. I'll be your concubine. Just spare Edward Sterling.
He dies, and you'll still be mine. How can I tolerate the man who took your purity living? Besides, you said you like him.
Your Grace, I don't like Edward Sterling at all. And we never consummated our marriage. I got my period yesterday. There's no way we could have done that. If you don't believe me, have a matron check. Edward and I rushed to get engaged. We faked the consummation just to make you leave, because I didn't want to enter the manor. I swear, Edward and I are innocent. Besides, I don't even like him. I just used him as a temporary shield.
Why don't you want to marry me?
Time to put on my best act. You're powerful, my lord, and handsome, and brilliant. What woman wouldn't love you?
Tell the truth.
But I am telling the truth. My lord, I admire you. I like you. I'm in love with you. But I'm a coward. I'm afraid to enter the manor. I'm scared I'll be bullied. I'm from a humble family. My family can't protect me. I'll have a miserable life. That's why I had Edward Sterling act with me. My lord, I'm telling the truth. Please believe me. I truly love you.
Truly love me?
My lord.
Prove it.
How about this?
Not enough.
Of course I'll satisfy you, my lord. It's a deal then. In 5 days, bring 48 gifts and an 8-man sedan chair and come to marry me.
48 gifts. That's the Duchess standard. This Julia, she's really something.
James.
Yes.
Release Edward Sterling.
Yes.
Let's go.
I'll come for you.
Okay.
Miss!
He's terrifying. That man, quick, go inside. Get the whole family, it's urgent.
Yes, I'll go right away.
How are you, Julia? The Duke of Southbridge didn't hurt you, did he?
Mom, the Duke didn't hurt me, and he even promised me to spare young Dr. Sterling. That's good. But the Duke insists I become his concubine. They're coming for me in 5 days.
What?
So, we have to leave Linden City in a few days.
What if we can't escape and the Duke catches us? Will we all lose our heads?
Then I'll just be the Duke's concubine, trapped in the manor for life. When the future Duchess arrives, she'll torment me, degrade me, and finally poison me to death. You won't even get to see my body. You'll have no sister. Is that what you want?
No way. My Julia, she can't suffer in the manor. Stop crying and go pack your things. Go, 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 go. Go! Quick, go!
Miss Julia, are we really running away?
I won't be a bird in a cage. Forget being a concubine, not even the Duchess, or the Queen. I won't do it. Me, a graduate student, fighting over a man with other women? As if. I'm a graduate student, not a baby-making machine. Anything that blocks my freedom, I'll fight to the death to break free.
You really splurged. 100 silver taels for a boat tomorrow.
Well, you have to spend money to make money. The Duke will never suspect we're taking the water route. Him. Shit.
The Duke! I'm not blind.
How could I run into him here?
Stay back!
What are you doing at the dock?
Wow, Your Grace, look how tall these trees are, and the flowers are so beautiful. I'm just here for the view. Your Grace, you have a keen eye. How did you recognize me?
Miss! Beard! What? Beard.
Not telling the truth. James, find out.
Yes. Go.
Julia Summers, don't let me catch you playing games.
Your Grace, Miss Summers rented a boat. She's leaving tomorrow.
Miss Summers. Trying to escape? Trying to escape?
We're done for.
Who gave you the nerve to cross me? Since you won't listen, you'll be punished. Julia Summers' entire family and all their servants for failing to watch her will all receive 20 strokes.
Duke! Don't punish them. You've misunderstood. Duke, you've misunderstood. I've never been near a river in my life. I just wanted to go boating before my wedding. Duke, I'm yours now. Why would I want to run away?
Really?
I never wanted to run away.
Julia, the woman I want. No matter where she runs, I will bring her back. So, don't waste your energy. James.
Yes, sir.
Take Miss Summers home.
Yes, sir. Move.
Open up! Open up!
Open up!
Miss, what do we do?
There must be a way.
What? You mean we're being watched?
Going to the dock today. One reason was to buy a boat. The other was to test Charles Windsor, to see if he's watching us. And I was right.
So then, our escape is even harder now.
The water route is out of the question. Charles will be watching closely. We have to give up.
So, do we still run?
We do. We have to. I will never be someone's concubine. Mom, Dad, don't worry. I have a plan. We will definitely escape. Officers, what's all this about?
The Duke's orders. Until you marry into the manor, Miss Summers, you're not to leave unless necessary.
Damn Charles Windsor. He's restricting my freedom before we're even married. That just makes me want to run away even more. But this is necessary. I need to buy some suitable fabric to make my wedding dress myself, and I need to buy the right ingredients for a grand feast to celebrate with the people, and more.
Look.
Please, please. I'm doing this because I love the Duke. That's why I'm handling all this myself. When the Duke finds out, he'll be so happy. And about a reward, you two will be well taken care of, Come on. This is what you call mutual love. Get it? Thanks, officers.
Thank you!
You. Follow them. Keep a close eye.
Nothing unusual. Miss Summers has been shopping for the wedding.
Move it. Hurry up. Take this fabric inside. Meat goes in the kitchen. Vegetables go over there. Move it, everyone. Hurry up. We're running out of time.
Miss Summers is so devoted. If the Duke knew, he'd be thrilled for days.
Devoted my ass.
Go, go, go!
Tommy. Tommy. Tommy.
Julia!
How do you know my nickname?
I'm your sister. Hurry up.
My grandma looks younger than you two.
To avoid suspicion. Better call me uncle, young master.
Sis, is this the makeup trick you were talking about? Hey! I want to be an elder too.
You, an elder? How? You want me to call you Grandpa?
All right. To avoid drawing attention, I think we should split up. Dad, Chloe, and Tommy, you three go together. Mom and I will go together. Then we'll meet up at York Dock.
Go! Hurry up!
Dressed like this, even with all of Charles Windsor's power, he'll never find me. My freedom. I'm coming! Mom, let's go.
Your Grace. What's the situation over there?
The guards say Miss Summers is taking it very seriously. She went out herself to buy fabric and food for the wedding day. She hasn't left the residence since she returned, probably busy with her wedding dress in her room.
Let's go to the Summers residence.
But, Your Grace, it's curfew.
Do you think a curfew applies to me? Julia, it's me. Open up, or I'm coming in. Where's Julia?
Go, search the whole house. Find Miss Summers. Your Grace, Miss Summers' whole family is gone, and her maid. They've all vanished.
She really escaped. You've done it now, Julia Summers. All roads in Linden City and the 18 counties. Seal them all. Deploy 30,000 troops for a strict search. Bring her back alive. Or bring me her body.
Yes, Your Grace. What's going on? Why is there a search warrant?
Pass. Next.
Julia. Look, why are there so many soldiers all of a sudden? Such a strict search. They're not after us, are they?
Oh, I don't think so. Why would Charles Windsor, for a mere concubine like me, make such a big fuss? He shouldn't. Forget it. We're disguised like this. He can't possibly find me now.
Look, is there going to be a war? Oh, I haven't seen a scene like this in years.
Oh, I don't think so. The Duke of Southbridge runs a tight ship, doesn't he? Mom, we should reach York today. Then I'll meet Dad and head north. Out of Charles Windsor's jurisdiction. We can start a new life.
Oh, what about your dad and the others?
Oh, come on. They're the safest of all.
Go. Stop. Name. From? Why are you leaving the city?
I'm Charlie Summers. From Fortune County. We're leaving to...
We're a grandfather and his 2 grandsons. We're going to stay with relatives far away.
Right. To stay with relatives far away.
This man is stuttering. He's suspicious.
But they're 3 men! The warrant says 2 men and 3 women! Besides, their ages don't match!
Orders from above. Any suspicion, and we must get their portraits. Men, get their portraits.
We're just going to stay with relatives.
Get their portraits. Your Grace, it's dinner time. You've missed 2 meals. Please eat something. Portrait taken. You may leave.
Dad! Are you okay?
What a coward! Even a woman's braver!
Wait. What's this? What's this?
A fake beard!
Oh no. Go report this to the higher-ups.
Yes, sir!
Sir! Your beard! It's gone!
We're done for! He must have lost it when he fell!
There they are! Get them!
Run! Dad! Hurry!
Your Grace.
Look. Who does this look like?
Like... Mr. Summers Sr.?
Split up. Send the order. Intercept those 3.
Yes.
York. Julia Summers.
Guards.
Here, Your Grace!
Ready the horses. I'm taking my men to York.
Yes, Your Grace.
Oh, dear. You think... Why aren't your father and the others here yet?
Oh. My dear! We almost got stuck in Riverdale!
What happened?
Go on, tell her! Okay.
When they stopped us for inspection, the guard said something about the 3 men not matching. If we hadn't taken a long detour, we would have been caught by now.
Oh dear, good thing I gave him a big beard.
Did they recognize me?
They didn't match, so they're really after me. No. I have to go check the city gate. Oops. Let's go.
Go! Hey!
Go!
Wait for me.
What's going on? Why are the gates closed? What's happening? We can't get out!
What's going on? Why are they blocking us?
Yeah. We're not going to be able to leave, are we?
Yeah. Don't worry. I'll go ask. Hey. I'll pay extra. When you take the food out, can you take me out too?
The gates are closed. Hey!
Miss, I found out. It's a military order. The gates and docks of the 18 surrounding counties are all sealed.
It must be Charles Windsor.
What do we do?
So unlucky. What a monster.
Hey, the gates are open. Great. The gates are open. The gates are open.
We can get out now.
Miss! We're done for! The Duke's here! We're dead!
Who's that? Don't know. Never seen him. Who? What nobleman? He's pretty handsome.
Give the order. Seal the city. Search everywhere.
Yes, sir.
The city's sealed!
Oh no, what do we do?
Searching for what?
Wait, I'm an old woman now. What's to panic about? But how does that grim baron always find me? Quick, get my parents over here. We'll think of a plan.
What plan could we possibly have? We can't get out anyway.
We'll find a way. Since Charles Windsor came straight to York, he must be certain we're here. If we don't act, are we just going to wait for him to find us?
Oh, I'll go now.
Quick.
Move aside. We can't get out again.
Yeah.
He's entering the city.
Yeah.
What's going on? I don't know. The gates won't open. I've got it.
Your Grace. We've searched all the inns. Nothing.
It's certain. Julia Summers and her group are definitely in York. But where could they be hiding? More men. Search every household in the city. Leave no stone unturned. And everyone on the streets is to stay indoors.
Yes, Your Grace.
When will it open? When is this gate going to open? How are we supposed to live? I have things to do. We can't get out! Open the gate! There's nothing we can do. We'll just have to wait.
Hey, Julia. You look like you've got a plan.
Right, Mom. See that restless crowd? We just need to get them to unite. Charles Windsor, if he has any humanity, then he'll have no choice but to open the gate. Dad, Mom, we'll move when the time is right. You two help me rile up the crowd. Then, when the gate opens, we'll meet at the river, then cross.
Great. Oh, once we're in Northbridge, we'll be out of the Duke's reach. Our Julia will be safe.
Sis, your plan is brilliant!
Come on, hurry up. Go. Go.
By order of the Duke, everyone, clear the streets, go home and await the search.
Why?
What is going on?
Why? Why? Ah!
This is outrageous.
My grandson is just outside the village. He's waiting for this life-saving food. You're trying to kill us. Right.
Open the gates.
We've been waiting forever. Still won't let us out. Exactly. My wife needs this medicine to live.
I need to see Grandpa! Let us out!
Open up!
Are you rebelling?
Everyone, charge.
Charge! Go! 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 Let us out!
Duke, bad news. The people are angry about the lockdown. They're forcing their way out.
Report! Duke, the gates have been breached!
What? You. Tell me exactly what happened.
I'm not sure, exactly. I just heard a woman's voice first. She said her grandson was outside waiting for food. Then, others joined in. The crowd was incited.
Do you think there's anything suspicious?
If I had to say, that first woman's voice was very young and bright. She didn't sound old enough to have a grandson.
Julia Summers. You're quite the schemer. Assemble the men. Follow me. We're going to make an arrest.
Up ahead! The ringleader! It's that old woman! Get her!
Can't keep this stuff. Come on, Julia, you can do it. For freedom, go.
Dressed as an old woman. Truly clever. James, tell me, when I catch her, how should I punish her? Break her legs, or sever her tendons, make her a cripple. Then she won't run away again, will she?
I'm finally here. Come on, Julia. You can do this. Once Mom and Dad get here, we can cross the river together. Dad? Mom? Why aren't you here yet? Duke. The Duke.
Julia Summers, didn't I tell you? That no matter how far you run, I'd still catch you. See? And here you are.
Northbridge. My freedom. Just one river away. Why?
Julia, I'm giving you one last chance. Come here.
Charles. I'm just a nobody. Why are you so obsessed with me? Let me go. Please.
Come here.
I dared to run away. I never planned to go back. Don't you get it? I've been lying to you all along. I don't like you, and I don't want to marry you. You're the great Duke of Southbridge. Why insist on a woman who doesn't love you?
Last chance. Get over here.
Am I stupid? I ran away. I humiliated the Duke of Southbridge. Going back is a death sentence. Why would I walk into a trap?
Just come back to your senses, and I'll spare your life.
I don't want it.
You only think of yourself. Have you even thought about your family? Bring them up.
Yes, sir!
What are you doing? Oh! Let me go!
Dad!
Julia!
Mom?
Julia!
Tommy? Chloe?
Miss!
Charles, you're despicable.
One more step, and I'll make you watch your family lose their heads.
Julia, forget about us. Get on the boat and go.
Go!
Go now!
The Duke of Southbridge is wise and just. You said a crime doesn't punish the family. I hope you keep your word. I have wronged you. I will atone with my life.
Don't be foolish.
Julia,
My Julia.
Miss!
she can't swim.
Duke, you can't go. Duke!
Julia.
Julia!
She brought this on herself! She brought this on herself and still she's so stubborn.
She was so reckless. Miss!
Julia.
Miss, you're finally awake!
Where am I? Didn't I jump in the river? Are we in Northbridge?
What are you talking about? This is the Duke's bedroom. As soon as you jumped, the Duke sent his men to save you. His guards? They looked like they were going to rip us to shreds. It was terrifying.
He saved me? Who asked him to save me? I remember now. I finally saw the light of freedom. He grabbed my calf. I jumped, and he jumped right after. That Windsor is a dog. I jumped in the river, and he still caught me? Forget it. What about my parents?
They've all been arrested. Mr. Summers was almost in tears. He said to beg the Duke not to have us beheaded or dismembered, to give us a quicker death.
We're dead either way. Does it matter how it feels?
Miss, I think a death by an arrow through the heart is perfect for me. Just one quick pain. I'll choose that.
Awake.
Your Grace, what will you do with me?
You ruined my name. I had to use the army to catch you, and sealed off cities. When we add it all up, can you even pay?
You shouldn't have chased me.
As for your punishment, the Summers family will be whipped 200 times, and left to rot for 3 days, to be executed at once upon our return to Linden. As for you, I'll spare your life, but I'll sever your hand tendons, and your foot tendons, and lock you to your bed, day and night.
Your Grace, you only want me for my face, don't you? If you sever my tendons, I'll be covered in scars. How will I be beautiful then?
Oh. So you'd rather be whipped?
That's not what I meant. You'd have a whole beautiful woman. Isn't that better than a cripple? Besides, what's the fun in sleeping with a cripple? Taming a wild, stubborn woman like me, isn't that more of a challenge?
I'm busy. No time. Wasting my time on a woman.
You have to cripple me? Then I'd rather die.
Julia.
My hand, it hurts. But it worked. I've tested that bastard's feelings. That's my girl. Really? It's just a scratch. You're taking too long. It'll heal on its own at this rate.
You call this a scratch? If you ever try to kill yourself again, I'll... What?
You can't scare me. If you try to cripple me, I'll just kill myself.
You're so restless. I'm afraid you'll run again.
The great Duke of Southbridge, afraid a woman like me will run away? Charles, honestly, if you give me what I want, I won't run again. Think about it. It's the same thing. Do you want a cold statue or a passionate, eager woman? If you give me what I want and I'm happy, then I'll serve you willingly. Let me tell you, when I'm really trying to seduce, even I'm scared.
Then let's try.
Try what? No, we haven't agreed on terms yet.
Give in first, and I'll give you anything you want. You can have anything you want.
Duke, you haven't agreed to my request yet.
So, what do you want? A consort's title, or the Duchess's title?
The great Duke of Southbridge would give a merchant's daughter a title like that? I want to be the Duke's girlfriend. Girlfriend.
What's that?
It means we can kiss, cuddle, and sleep together. Whatever you want, I can give it to you. But I don't want a title. We'll leave each other alone.
So, you're my mistress?
You can put it that way. So, it's not much to ask, is it?
No. No. My woman must have a title. Besides, I'm not incompetent. How could I let my woman have no security?
You still don't get me. Though I'm of low status, I've vowed never to be a concubine.
What? Being my honored concubine is beneath you?
Of course not. But I'm not like other women. If I'm a concubine, I'll feel inferior. Feeling inferior makes me unhappy. Unhappy makes me sickly. And sickly means I won't live long.
What nonsense. Do you know, as my mistress, your children will have no status. They'll be bastards.
Oh, that's all in the future. Who knows? Maybe I'll get tired of being your mistress, and I'll be begging you, Your Grace, to take me into the manor. Yeah, right. Who'd want your child? All men are scumbags. You'll get bored and move on to other women. As if you'd even remember me. Come on, Your Grace.
Fine, have it your way.
Great. Words are cheap. Let's make it official. Since you've agreed, Your Grace, let's make a mistress agreement.
A mistress agreement? A mistress agreement?
Mm-hmm. Listen up. First, Charles Windsor will buy Julia Summers a house of her choosing. The deed will be in her name. No claims after the breakup. Second, the relationship is equal. We'll split living expenses. Charles will pay 2,000 taels monthly. Third, during the relationship, if Charles sleeps with another woman, the relationship ends immediately. Charles may not, for any reason, restrict Julia's freedom. Fourth, during the relationship, we'll stay out of each other's business. Charles may not interfere with Julia's business, her friends, or her leisure. Your Grace, please, your seal. Good. Great. Now that we're in a relationship, you can't be hard on my family. You can't punish them this time.
Fine.
I'll go tell them the good news right now. Bye.
I've agreed to all your terms. You interrupted my mood. Shouldn't you make it up to me?
Your Grace. Your Grace, the Northbridge Royal House wants an explanation for your recent troop movements.
I'll let you off this time.
Am I interrupting?
You can go home when you're healed. I'll go house hunting with you then. Lead the way.
Oh, my dear Julia. You're finally back. How are you? The Duke didn't hurt you, did he?
Yeah, why all of a sudden did he let us out of jail? Did he make you suffer? Or is he just fattening us up before our execution?
Don't worry, Mom and Dad. The Duke won't hold the past against us, because I've made a deal with the Duke. I'm going to be his mistress.
What?
A mistress?
A mistress?
The Duke will buy me a house and give me 2,000 taels a month.
My poor Julia. It's not about the money. Being a mistress is worse than being a concubine. I'm going to die of rage. Wife! I can't take it. My heart hurts. I'm going to die.
Julia, tell us, what is your real plan?
Mom, Dad, being his mistress is my best option. I don't want to be trapped in a gilded cage, and I won't be a concubine. So being his mistress is my only choice. When Charles gets tired of me and we break it off, I'll still be the Summers' daughter. I'll be free to do as I please, marry or stay single. Either way, I'll be in charge.
That doesn't sound so bad.
Love, honor, status, I don't care. Charles isn't bad. Being with him. Who's using whom? Who's the lucky one?
What if you get pregnant?
Mom, you're confused. If I want to be free in the future, why would I get pregnant? In the meantime, I can use this opportunity to grow our family business. Once we're rich, why not have a few lovers?
My Julia is so beautiful. You should pick handsome ones.
What are you saying? Strong ones.
And well-behaved.
That works.
Lovers? How dare you? My woman. So bold. And keeping a lover?
Your Grace,
They dare to cuckold the Duke. That this family is still alive is a true miracle.
Your Grace, what brings you here? Are we going to see the house?
Richard Summers. You're telling your daughter to get a lover? Speak. Finding a lover for my woman? Do you have a death wish?
These Summers are suicidal. Just out of jail and all ready. Should I call some men to prepare for the execution?
Your Grace, please sit. Your Grace, my father was afraid you'd abandon me, and I'd end up a poor old maid. He only said that out of frustration. He was just joking. Have some tea.
Even if I don't want you, no one else can touch you.
I won't touch it, Your Grace. My father was hoping you'd take care of me for life. He meant well. Please, don't be angry. Just forgive him this once. I'm begging you.
James.
Yes.
Punish Richard Summers. 3 days of gruel and greens. Have him watched.
Yes, right away. Huh? He's not dead? What the hell? What's gotten into the Duke? All bark, no bite. What kind of punishment is that?
I said nothing.
I'll get the guards right away.
Wow, a 4-courtyard mansion, close to the Summers residence, and near the commercial street. This is a prime mansion in the inner ring.
Everything for her must be the best. Don't wait to be asked. Be proactive. Is that clear?
Yes.
You're all dismissed.
Yes.
Rest assured, Your Grace, as long as you keep our agreement and meet my terms, I'll keep my promise. I promise to be loyal to you. Of course, for now.
As if I'd believe you, little liar. What you think and what you say are never the same. Let's go. Time to uphold our agreement. Time to fulfill your duties as my mistress.
Wait. You haven't showered yet.
Well? Fine. I'll go shower. You just wait.
Your Grace, Lady Hart's urgent. You must return to the manor at once.
Damn James Rivers. It's always him.
Go.
You're not asking any questions? What if someone's not happy with you and is trying to get me away?
I'm just his mistress. I got the house. And the money. Whether he comes or not doesn't matter. I got the house. And the money. Whether he comes or not doesn't matter.
You.
Chloe, hurry. Get the maids and the matrons. Bring them all here.
Grand! Luxury! Rich!
This is the life I've always dreamed of. The life of the rich. Awesome.
Miss! The Duke's almost back. He's asking you to bathe.
Ugh. If it weren't for that bastard Charles, it'd be perfect.
Why not just listen to the Duke, miss? Don't bother with your nightgown. Just wrap yourself in a towel and go to bed.
Nonsense.
But the Duke was right. You'll just take it off to sleep anyway. Putting it on and taking it off. What a hassle.
You brat. Are you asking for a beating? You believe everything that man says? Besides, I'm just his mistress. He's no husband of mine. Sigh. Chloe, remember this. At this point, I have no choice. All right, help me get dressed.
Okay.
Since I can't change it, I might as well just accept it. Besides, with a face like Charles's,
I'm not losing out.
Julia, come.
Duke, are you satisfied?
Of course I am. What's wrong? You were so bold just now. But now that it's time, are you scared?
Scared? Who's scared? Duke, you should worry about yourself. Some men look good on the outside, but in bed, they're all show and no go.
Then I'll show you, if I'm up to it.
That brute. So rough. Couldn't get enough?
Miss, your throat must be sore. Here, soothe your throat. You were at it all night.
These old houses. The soundproofing is terrible. And in a big family, there are always servants waiting outside.
Miss Summers. Lady Sterling sent you this tonic soup.
This isn't a tonic. It's a contraceptive. Before the Duchess arrives, no other woman can get pregnant. How thoughtful of Lady Sterling. Drinking this often is so harmful. Chloe, let's sneak out to see young Dr. Sterling.
Shh. Who? Cheat on the Duke? That's a death sentence, miss.
What goes on in that little head of yours, huh? Chloe, I'm tired. I need to rest. Don't let anyone in.
Yes, miss. I'll have someone guard the door. I'll make sure no one disturbs you. Okay.
Hey.
How could I? As the Duke's strategist. As the Duke's strategist, of course, the Duke's interests come first. But I think I just saw someone I know.
Huh?
Looks like your concubine.
Shouldn't she be resting at home?
Just a concubine. And you're this concerned? Where does this alley lead?
Clinic. Guards.
Here, my lord.
Surround the Mercy Clinic. Bring me Edward Sterling alive.
Julia, it's really you. You're here. I'm so happy.
How are you recovering?
I'm all better now. I can take you away.
Edward, it's impossible. Now, I'm Charles's mistress.
I don't care. You're all I want. I'll only ever want you.
Can you do me a favor?
Sure.
Make me a safe, contraceptive pill.
Okay. I'll use the finest ingredients to protect you.
Edward Sterling, come out!
Search.
What brings you here, Your Grace? What is it?
Where is Julia Summers?
You're asking me for her? Oh, right. She's my fiancée.
Edward Sterling, listen up. Julia Summers is my woman. She's mine.
Your Grace, searched. Nothing.
And Julia Summers?
What if I said I haven't seen her? Would you believe me? So, Your Grace, you're not as confident as you seem. You can have her body, but you'll never have her heart.
Charles, no. He's a commoner. If word gets out, it'll ruin your reputation.
My reputation? So he can lust after my woman? Then this reputation, I don't want it.
Your Grace, he's weak. You can kill him any time. But if Miss Summers finds out you killed him, I'm afraid...
So what if she finds out?
Charles, why go this far? As they say, you need to catch them in the act. And your mistress isn't even here.
To torment someone, you don't have to kill them. Spare his life, but make him suffer. Instead, punish Edward Sterling severely.
Edward Sterling has disrespected me. Kneel for 7 days.
Good thing we slipped out the back fast. As long as we're away from young Dr. Sterling, my heart can finally beat normally. Miss? Miss, what are we doing here?
I'm here to buy a shop.
A shop this grand must be so expensive.
Get your manager out here. Mr. Barker.
Miss, what do you want?
Manager, how much for this shop?
Out, out, out! Stop fooling around! Left outside. There's a shop for little girls with all the makeup you love. Don't waste my time.
Don't go.
Not leaving, huh? Leave!
All right. Miss, are you okay? Don't judge a book by its cover. You think I won't?
I'm the owner of the Golden Thread Boutique. I'm serious about buying this shop.
Looks like this girl has some money, but she's just a sheltered girl. She won't know the market. Time to fleece her. Since you're serious, miss, then I'll name my price. 10,000 silver. No haggling.
Miss, that's insane! Let's go, let's go!
Since this is a business deal, there's no such thing as a fixed price. I'll make a serious offer. 3,000.
Are you making fun of me? 3,000? Even if you threw money in my face, I wouldn't sell.
Think it over.
Think it over? Hell no! One more word and I'll throw you out.
Throw me out? Do you have the nerve?
What's to stop me? Who do you think you are, a queen?
Actually, I'm exactly the kind of person you can't mess with. My man is the Duke of Southbridge, Charles Windsor.
Charles Windsor has no women. Exactly. She's lying. If you're the Duke's woman, then I'm the Duke's father. Everyone knows the Duke has no interest in women. He's not married, and there's not a woman in sight.
Your building may have 3 floors, but it's old. To keep using it, it needs a full renovation. 10,000 taels? That's highway robbery. You!
Even if you're right, I'm selling it for 10,000 taels. What are you gonna do?
For a greedy man like you only understand force. I'll have the Duke of Southbridge get me justice.
You? You think you can pull rank?
And I will.
That's him. It's the Duke of Southbridge. She actually summoned the Grim Baron. Your Grace. Your Grace!
Weren't you at the Golden Thread Boutique? What are you doing here?
I wanted to buy this place. He's asking for way too much. I'm so upset. Your Grace, you have to back me up. Your Grace.
What do you want this place for?
I want to open a grand arcade. It's a legitimate business, of course, but I can only offer 3,000 taels. I don't care. You have to get this for me.
3,000 taels. Sign the deeds. Now.
3,000 taels isn't much, but this place is too remote. It's not in a prime business area, so 3,000 taels is a fair price. Admit it?
This girl is something else. How did she guess so accurately? The seller only wanted 3,000. This was all for nothing. No profit. You're right, miss. Yes, ma'am.
Take him away. 30 strokes.
Yes, sir. Your Grace! Spare me, Your Grace! I'll never do it again, Your Grace! Your Grace!
You're a pretty nice guy, Your Grace. Are you mad? I have to go to the Golden Thread Boutique. I'll leave you to it.
Don't see Edward Sterling again.
I wasn't seeing him anyway.
And don't think of him, or I'll kill him.
Now that I'm yours, Your Grace, in my heart, there's only you.
Sister!
Tommy, did you crawl through a dog hole?
I didn't want to disturb my brother-in-law.
I was just kidding. You took it seriously? Go on, what's got my brother so worried?
Mr. Sterling is in trouble.
What happened?
The Duke confronted you at the door. He asked if you'd been there. Mr. Sterling denied it, so the Duke punished him. He has to kneel in the courtyard for 7 days. He has already knelt for 3 days. He is almost dehydrated.
What?
Ever since Mr. Sterling couldn't marry you, he has been sick. And now, kneeling for 7 days, his legs are ruined, and his life is in danger.
Mr. Sterling is suffering because of me. Even if it costs me my life, I must protect him. Chloe, take Tommy home first. I'll handle this.
Okay.
Your Grace.
Julia,
Your Grace. For no reason, why are you punishing Edward Sterling?
no wonder you're so desperate. It's all for him.
Unlike you, Edward Sterling isn't a fighter. He's not strong. After you kicked him, he was bleeding. And now you're making him kneel? You'll kill him.
Even if I cut off his head, who would dare to object?
You're being unreasonable. You're a tyrant, a corrupt official.
Julia. Have I been too lenient with you? You really think I wouldn't dare kill you? No one in this world can threaten me.
Go on, kill me. You dare? Let's see what you do when I'm dead.
Julia. Breathe. You breathe. You dare die in front of me? Try it. Julia. Easy. Slow breaths. I barely touched you. Why are you so dramatic?
You were choking me.
You made me do it. I was just trying to scare you. Don't cry. You'll hurt your eyes.
Is that my fault? It's because you're so petty.
Don't ever say that to me again.
Edward didn't do anything wrong. Why punish him for no reason?
So it's really about him. Still thinking about him?
I'm yours now. Why would I still think about him? With a man as wonderful as you by my side? Why would I even look at him? You're just too suspicious. I was almost forgetting all about him. If, because of me, he's unjustly crippled, or even killed, then I'd be the one thinking of him for the rest of my life. After all, guilt is a kind of thinking.
Don't think of him.
It's in the past. Let it go. Don't let an outsider hurt us. Just let him go. Don't punish him.
I can't go back on my word. Where's my authority?
It hurts here. Rub it for me.
Even if I cut off his head, who would dare to object?
I'd rather just die. Just kill me.
Don't you know the Duke's temper? She's actually defying the Duke. Who does she think she is?
Maybe I should go in and try to calm them down. We can't have a death on our hands.
Get out!
Sorry to intrude.
James. Go to the Mercy Clinic. Edward Sterling is pardoned.
Yes, sir.
Go now. Run.
Julia, I've released Edward Sterling. Are you thirsty? I'll have someone make you some tea.
I'm fine. Duke, please, go on. I won't disturb you.
What are you drawing?
It's the design for my grand arcade. Construction starts soon.
I didn't know she was so clever. Materials, dimensions, furniture, everything is clearly listed. You thought of all this?
Duke, I'd like the manor's steward to help me find some craftsmen. Is that okay?
Sure.
Tired?
A little. Duke.
Time for bed.
You brute. Damn, Charles. He's so rough.
You can't enter. You can't go in. So you're the mistress my cousin keeps. Miss Hart, she says she's the Duke's cousin. She's here to teach you manners for Lady Hart. Why aren't you bowing to me?
Oh dear. What a shame. You see, the Duke was a bit too rough. He's hurt his back. He can't get up. Miss Hart, you should leave.
Figures. A merchant's daughter. So trashy. And no manners.
So I'm a merchant's daughter, but I'm still your sister-in-law. Not bowing to your sister-in-law. Your manners are no better.
You! How could my cousin marry a shameless mistress like you? Anyway, I'm here on Lady Hart's orders. You will learn your manners, like it or not.
Until the Duke marries, I am your sister-in-law. Miss Hart, if you don't want to lose face in front of the Duke, then get lost. Chloe, show her out.
You just wait. Miss! Here's the tonic.
Being the Duke's woman? Let someone else have it. That old hag always forces me to drink this.
Miss, look!
Come on, let's go see.
You're not the only one with tricks, Julia. My cousin and I grew up together. I can play games too. What are you putting in that wine? You're just a maid. Who are you to question me?
You have no idea. Chloe, go get the Duke right now. Tell him someone's trying to poison him.
Yes. Wait, you can stop me now, but can you stop me forever? If I want to get into the manor, I have my ways of making my cousin fall for me.
You're putting a sleeping draft in here. Your methods are so clumsy. How about this? Pay me and I'll help you. You'll hear from me. Duke, what took you so long?
Missed me?
Pfft, who's in a hurry?
My, Julia's so forward today. I'll make sure you're satisfied.
You smell like wine. Gross. Go wash up. Wash up good. Oh, right, Duke. Have some sober-up soup first.
What, afraid I'm too drunk to satisfy you?
Go wash up. The drug should kick in any second. Miss Hart has everything ready. She just needs the signal. Since Evelyn Hart is so desperate to serve her cousin, I'll just take her money and grant her wish. It's the perfect way to distract him.
Evelyn Hart, what are you doing here? Get out! I'll pretend this never happened.
I've loved you for years. Have mercy. Let me serve you.
To get in here, someone must have helped you. Julia Summers, get out here.
Duke, you called?
You put her up to this?
Evelyn Hart is so devoted to you. Truly touching. Don't you think, Duke, that keeping it in the family is a great idea?
Julia Summers, you're so generous, aren't you? Evelyn Hart was so desperate to offer herself. My mother really raised a fine one. James Rivers.
Yes, sir.
Drag Evelyn Hart out of here. Make her kneel at my door all night. Let her listen to how Julia Summers serves me.
Yes, sir. Move!
I've gone too far. Duke, I can explain. Let's talk this through.
Explain what? You planned all this just to run away? What? Am I not enough for you?
Duke, I don't want to hear it.
You've been lying to me all along. Even our pleasures in bed were a lie. Was I too good to you? So you repay me with another woman? Listen to me, Julia Summers. Even if you die, you'll die by my hand.
But our agreement...
It's just a worthless piece of paper. What can it do?
Charles, you bastard.
I can be worse. Scared now?
Miss, Nanny Smith is here.
Miss Summers, here's your tonic soup. From now on, I'll be here to serve you at Moonlight Court.
Miss, you don't know. Things have changed. The Duke sold off all the maids at Moonlight Court. Even Matron Grace was sent to the estate. Now, the maids at Moonlight Court are all new from the manor.
Miss Summers.
He's certainly decisive. He has eyes everywhere in this courtyard. I need to think of a new plan.
What's wrong with Charles today? He's been on a short fuse all morning. Did something happen last night? Charles, that mistress of yours is so disrespectful. Looks like we need to teach that vixen a lesson.
You two, stop what you're doing. Quick, those 2 lanterns in the back. Replace them both, now.
Oh, right.
Well, Miss Summers, what a coincidence.
Oh, right.
Miss Summers, we're off to Blossom House for music and drinks. Want to join us?
Too busy. Gotta get back to work. Hey, hang up all these lanterns. Move these pots over there. Hurry up.
Charles, your mistress is so cold to you. I hear when a woman hears her man has a new favorite, they always get nervous.
Let's go to Blossom House for the headliner.
Yeah, Blossom House for the headliner. Let's go. James. Go tell Julia Summers that tonight I'm taking Blossom House's headliner.
Don't go.
Yes.
This should do it.
James.
What was her reaction?
Well, Miss Summers looked a little angry. She even frowned and huffed twice.
See? I told you. Women need a little competition. With your mistress's fiery temper, who knows? She might throw a fit tomorrow. Spend the night with Rose Magnolia, then buy her freedom. Then have her flaunt herself in front of Julia Summers. That way, Miss Summers will learn to appreciate you. Rose Magnolia is the top courtesan in Linden City. She can certainly please Charles. Right, Rose Magnolia?
To serve the Duke is a blessing I've earned over many lifetimes. Duke, let me undress you.
Stay away. Don't come near.
Duke, did I do something wrong? I'll change.
In this world, no one can match her face and figure.
Duke.
Duke! Duke, urgent report. Moonlight Court is on fire.
What?
The Duke will be back any minute now. Miss, have you made up your mind?
To put an end to this for good, I have to take the risk. Bring me the medicine.
But young Dr. Sterling said, this is 10 times more harmful than regular birth control. You can't take much, or it could be fatal.
Don't worry, I know what I'm doing.
Miss!
Chloe, is that bastard back yet?
Not yet. He's usually back by now. What's taking him so long?
Bastard. That bastard. We're just not meant to be. Listen, go get a doctor. Remember, from Safe Haven Clinic, Dr. Grace, the gynecology expert.
Right. Miss, what do we do? Nanny Smith won't let me out. She even tried to tie me up.
All sorts of monsters are crawling out of the woodwork. Fine. I'll remember this. Is that bastard back yet?
Not yet.
Do it. Set it on fire.
Julia. Julia. Your Grace. Where is she? Where's Julia? It's just the bathhouse. Miss Summers should be fine. How could a fire just start? What are you all good for?
Your Grace, Miss Summers locked the door from the inside. You don't think they set the fire themselves?
Your Grace, hurry! My lady's dying! She's not going to make it!
Julia, Julia! Julia. 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 Are you okay, Julia? How are you?
It hurts.
Julia. Get a doctor. The best gynecologist. Yes. Julia. It's okay. I'm here. You'll be okay. Your Grace, Dr. Grace is here. Examine her now. If you fail, you'll lose your head.
Yes, yes. Has the Duchess taken any contraceptive tea lately?
Yes, 3 times in a row.
Oh, the problem is with the contraceptive tea. Based on her pulse, the contraceptive tea she took had too much safflower. It's damaged her womb. That's why the pain won't stop. If she keeps taking it, she may have trouble conceiving. It will harm her health.
Please, the pain.
Oh. Here's the prescription. Brew it now.
Yes.
Dr. Grace! Please, save our Miss Julia. At the manor, they always make her drink that deadly contraceptive tea. Do you have a medicine to make the Duke impotent? Ah! No, that's not it. I mean, is there a medicine that won't harm my lady?
Oh, there is a morning after pill. It's harmless. It's just a bit pricey.
I'll buy it, no matter the cost.
Duke, these pills. They're 10 taels apiece. You should be more sparing. Don't be so wasteful.
Even if they were 100 taels apiece, I could afford them every night.
You're not the one taking them. Just don't be so rough with me. I've recovered a bit now. We have some things to settle.
What's to settle?
Where were you last night? Why didn't you come back on time?
You know why. What, are you mad?
If you'd told me you weren't coming back, I wouldn't have put on that act. That almost killed me. Of course I'm mad.
You're just my mistress. You have no say in where I go. Besides, didn't you want me to see other women?
Charles, you're breaking our deal. You're backing out. Fine, you didn't come back last night. But why didn't you tell me?
Didn't I have James Rivers send word? I'm staying at Blossom House tonight. To bed, Rose Magnolia.
What message? If you weren't coming back, I wouldn't have waited so long.
You were really waiting?
I was waiting for you to settle the score. It's your fault. You were like a wild beast and you hurt me.
James Rivers, get in here. I was negligent and indulged myself. I was drinking downstairs and forgot to deliver the message.
Go get 30 strokes and half a year's pay docked.
Yes, sir.
Oh, you were with another woman. So, did you sleep with her, Your Grace? If you did, don't you dare touch me again.
Not yet. Even if I did, you'd still have to serve me.
Humph. Your Grace, if another woman's had you, I find you repulsive.
Oh, want me all to yourself? We'll see if you're up to the task.
Your Grace, since you have a new lover, then do me a favor and let your old flame go.
Never. Not in this lifetime.
Duke, you're being harsh again. Then does the Duke know why the bathhouse caught fire? I had no choice. It was self-defense. Chloe, tell him.
Miss Julia suddenly had a stomachache. I needed to find a doctor. Nanny Smith stopped me from leaving. She even tried to tie me up.
I'm just a mistress with no ties to the manor. Yet in my own home, Nanny Smith held me prisoner. I almost died from the pain, left alone in my own bed. If I hadn't set that fire, would you have even known I was sick?
I'll handle this. This won't happen again.
I don't want any maids from the manor. I'll buy my own. Good. From now on, for any reason, don't interfere with me.
Fine.
I'll only take Dr. Grace's morning after pills. No one needs to watch me. And I promise I won't get pregnant.
As you wish.
All right. That's all I can think of for now. You should hurry and find your Blossom girl.
Nanny Smith overstepped her bounds. She's vicious. Beat this vile servant to death.
Spare me, your grace.
All the maids in Moonlight Court will be beaten 20 times and sold.
Miss, the Duke's gone. He's definitely off to sleep with that Blossom girl.
Men are all the same. The only thing you can count on in this world is money. Chloe, once my grand arcade opens, I'll be rolling in money. Who'll care about him then? And these. Pay close attention to these. Thank you, Mr. Rowe.
Yes. Miss Summers, I've brought you a new girl.
But I've already bought enough maids.
The Duke spent the night with a girl. He's bought her freedom. She'll be staying with you for now.
Why is a freed girl being sent to me? She should be at the manor.
You're both the Duke's women. Staying together saves the Duke from running around. Rose Magnolia, come out and meet Miss Summers.
My respects, Miss Summers. A goddess. How can a woman be this beautiful? Oh my, so this is the famous beauty Rose Magnolia, right? The Duke sang your praises last night. And seeing you now, you're even more beautiful in person. Rose Magnolia, you'll be staying in the West Wing suite.
Yes.
I'm not in the best of health. I'm getting old and I have no energy. So the task of serving the Duke will now fall to you. Make yourself at home, Rose Magnolia. Just treat this place as your own. Sir, compared to Miss Summers, I'm just a plain sparrow. I don't stand a chance.
Though you're no match for her looks, you're far more skilled. All those tricks you learned at the Blossom House? Go on, use them.
Care to join me?
As you wish.
Get out.
Duke, let me serve you.
What is she doing here? Get over here. What is Rose doing here?
You're asking me? I should be asking you. Didn't you spend the night with Rose Magnolia and even bought her freedom?
Never. James, take her back.
Yes, sir.
Hey, wait. I'm on my cycle. Besides, since you've already had your fun with her, why not tonight? Let her continue to serve you.
It's only been a few days. Isn't your cycle coming a little too often?
I don't want it to. But maybe it's related to my mood. When I think that someone can join me in sharing the burden of serving you, I get so happy that my cycle starts.
Happy? Rose Magnolia is indeed gentle and sweet. She serves me better than you.
Way to go, Rose Magnolia. Keep up the good work.
Then from now on, I'll spend every night with Rose Magnolia. For months on end, I'll never favor you again.
Really? Then you'd better keep your word, Your Grace. You see, I'm very understanding. I'm not the jealous type at all. Since I'm being so understanding, shouldn't you give me some money, Your Grace? As a reward?
Reward you in your dreams. That Victor Lake has too much time on his hands. Have him redo the last 6 months' accounts for Southbridge.
Yes, sir.
Don't just stand there, Rose Magnolia. Hurry back to your West Wing suite and take good care of the Duke. Actually, There. You don't have to be afraid. I'll make sure you have the best of everything. Go on, be bold. Seduce the Duke. Make him so obsessed with you that he can't live without you. Do a good job and I'll give you a bonus. 500 taels. Yes. All right, go on. To be fair, Charles has stamina. Too bad. He cheated on me. Just thinking about him sleeping with 2 women. It's disgusting.
Aren't all men like that?
Not with me. So from now on, he can forget about touching me again. Oh, right. The fake cycle. Keep it ready.
Fake cycle? How did Miss Julia think of that?
Your Grace.
Get away!
Yes.
Fine, Julia. Not jealous, huh? Fine. I refuse to believe this. Come here. Huh?
Your Grace. It's late. Rose, let me serve you.
Can you scream?
What?
The kind of scream you make during sex. Can you scream?
I can.
Fine. Start screaming.
Your Grace, but nothing's happening. How can I scream?
Scream or die. Louder.
What's with all this noise? It's the middle of the night. So loud. How is anyone supposed to sleep?
Miss!
What's all the excitement about?
They're going at it in the West Wing. I hear she's already climaxed 3 times. Wow, that must be the 4th.
The West Wing suite.
Yeah, Rose Magnolia's a true blossom girl. Her screams? I bet you could hear them from the street.
So they are quite a match.
Of course they are. The bed was creaking like crazy. I was afraid it would collapse.
Good. That's a relief. Once the Duke gets tired of me, I'll be free before I know it. He was such a good boyfriend. If he'd stayed clean, we might have lasted a while longer. Duke, can I stop now? How many times?
4. One more than her. Enough.
Rest now.
Great job with the decor, Mr. Rowe. I knew you were a capable man. This is for you. Oh, you've worked hard.
Not at all. Not at all. You're too kind, Miss Summers.
But there's one more problem. We just need the sign. Who do you think should write it?
Well, the Duke, of course. The Duke is a double-degree scholar, master of both calligraphy and painting. If he writes our sign, business at the Grand Arcade will surely boom. But his writing is so hard to get. But if it's you, he might make an exception.
Looks like I'll have to go see him. Duke, my Grand Arcade is about to open. Do me a little favor. Write the sign for me, please.
I never write for anyone.
Oh, come on, please, Duke. You're so good to me. And I admire you the most.
Beg me.
I'm begging you.
This woman has no shame. Show me what you've got.
You're quite the player, Duke. Carrying a book like this around. Planning to meet a woman and learn on the spot.
What? Can't do it, or are you shy?
This is a bit tough.
It's not hard. You're in charge.
Oh, I'm too young. Not for kids. Duke, we're both decent people. We should do decent things.
Your duty is to serve me.
Men. He was with Rose all night, and he still has the nerve to want me. Oh, I'm not feeling well. Duke, you can't do this too often. Rest tonight. Save your strength.
I'm strong as an ox. No rest needed.
Duke, you can't overdo it. At this rate, even iron will wear down.
Keep it up, and I'll have to take you by force.
I'm not faking it. Go find Rose.
Come on, Julia. Rose is nothing. It's not what you think.
Don't touch me.
Julia! Since when have you become so virtuous? Is it because of Edward Sterling?
She's a true Blossom House girl. Wow, her voice. She's got real skill.
Chloe, go get me some earplugs. Tonight, I'm not letting this nightingale ruin my beauty sleep.
Okay.
Miss Summers!
Whoa, she's pregnant already?
Come on, it's not that fast. What do you think she is, a rabbit? Rose Magnolia's voice is gone. It's swollen, I think. She can barely breathe. If a doctor doesn't see her soon, she could suffocate.
See? Don't fall for a man's looks. It's deadly.
So Rose Magnolia too? Even if the Duke is that good, did she have to scream that loud? She should learn from you. Just a soft whimper. It's alluring and saves your voice.
Miss Summers!
Mr. Rowe.
Miss Summers, I've gathered everyone you asked for. Please, take a look and make your selection.
Wow, so many handsome men. Miss, are you picking your lovers early?
Lovers, my foot. Stop having such inappropriate thoughts. This is business. My Grand Arcade is for entertainment. It's for leisure, beauty economy. It's a key way to boost spending.
Impressive.
Very impressive.
I'm done for. I'll never live this down. Your Grace, what are you doing here?
If I hadn't, how many lovers would you have taken?
Wow!
Your Grace, this is absolutely beautiful. I love it. I love it.
Julia Summers.
Duke, let me explain. They're just the staff for the Grand Arcade. They're to attract customers. You're the only one in my heart.
Really? Prove it.
Is that all the Duke thinks about? Is that all that's on his mind? We had an agreement. Being my boyfriend isn't easy. If you have someone else, then why did you pursue me?
Come in.
Oh, Rose Magnolia, please get up. You're the Duke's favorite. The floor is cold. Please get up and sit down.
Rose Magnolia, who bought your freedom?
It was Mr. Victor Lake.
The night before your freedom, did I take your virginity?
Your Grace, you've never touched me. Duke, you and Rose. Is there some kind of misunderstanding? Then let's go to the West Wing suite and talk it out.
Rose, what's the truth between us? Tell the truth.
These 2 nights, the Duke never touched me. I just sat there and faked the moans. The Duke shook the bed himself. Just kidding.
Matron Grace.
Your Grace, Miss Summers. Rose Magnolia has been examined. She's still a virgin.
James Rivers.
Yes, Your Grace.
Escort Rose Magnolia out of Moonlight Court. From now on, she has nothing to do with me.
Yes, Your Grace.
Do you understand?
I don't.
Only you.
What was the point?
To make you jealous. No escaping tonight.
And more. And more.
You have a real business talent, Miss Summers. In just 1 year, the Grand Arcade went from an unknown shop to one of Southbridge's top-tier gold standard businesses.
Oh, it was nothing. All part of the plan.
Make way! Make way! Southbridge Manor celebration! Clear the way!
What's going on out there?
You may not know, Miss Summers. The king is urging the Duke to take a wife, so the Duke has ordered some preparations in 2 weeks to welcome the future Duchess.
Oh, that's good news. A year. He must be tired of me by now. More women, more drama. I've saved up enough. No need to stay. Time to escape his control. And be free. Chloe, go stand guard outside.
Yes!
On your way here, were you seen?
Don't worry. I came in through the back.
Chloe told me you want me to help you escape. Is it true?
Now, the Duke is marrying a new Duchess. If I stay, I'll be pushed around.
I failed to stop the Duke, and lost you. I was useless. If I'd been more determined back then, would we have consummated our marriage? Would you have been my wife? Julia, let's run away together. Start over, okay?
Edward, let's be realistic. Charles and I have been intimate. We can't be together. And if Charles finds out you still want me, he'll kill you. For a woman like me? Are you crazy?
Don't you dare say that about yourself. Don't you dare degrade yourself. You're the best woman in my eyes. My life is my own. I will get you out of here.
Duke, what are you doing here? What brings you here, Your Grace?
Where did he go?
That was a close one. Good thing young Dr. Sterling escaped through the window. Your Grace. You don't think I'm hiding a man, do you? I was just meeting a client. If you're going to be jealous over something like this, then why not just chain me to your belt? After all, in your eyes, I'm just an object. I don't even have that right.
I just care too much.
Kidnapping in the name of love is still kidnapping, isn't it? Kidnapping in the name of love is still kidnapping. Your Grace, I have something to discuss with you. Right now, the Grand Arcade is doing well, but our offerings are oversaturated. So, I'd like to go to Northbridge to see what's new. To get some new ideas. May I take 2 weeks off? By then, you'll have married your future Duchess, and you won't have time to look for me.
You're trying to run again?
Your Grace, you're teasing me again. In my heart, I love you most. Why would I ever leave?
You think I don't know you? For 2 weeks you're staying at the manor. You'll stay put. No going anywhere. I'm going now to ask the king for our marriage decree. Then, you'll see my true intentions.
Ouch! Who is it? Not seeing anyone. I'm sick.
Stop faking it! The Duke left for court early this morning. He's not back yet.
Hey, why knock if you're already in?
The senior doctor came to check on you today. This illness of yours, you've been faking it for almost 2 weeks. Aren't you afraid the Duke will get suspicious?
Afraid? Of course. So, I've come up with a foolproof plan. Faking my death.
With this?
Julia can finally be by my side. Your Grace, it seems to be the Sterling family's funeral. Back.
Halt.
The Duke. Oh no. Why did he have to show up now? I'm done for. He won't find out, will he?
Mr. Sterling.
I'm done for. Did Charles find out?
From the Duke.
My condolences.
Thank you, Your Grace.
Goodbye, Charles.
Yeah! Where is Julia Summers? Speak.
Miss Summers, she was sick for 2 weeks. Lady Hart called a royal doctor. He said she had the plague.
One more chance.
Your Grace, Lady Sterling feared it would affect your marriage, so she had Miss Summers buried early. Liar. You're all lying to me.
Where is she buried?
Outside the city.
Dig up the grave and examine the body.
Master, it's confirmed. No one's following from Southbridge.
Julia, it's finally just the two of us.
Are we in Northbridge?
I've taken care of your family. We'll stay here for a few days. Then we'll head to the capital to join them.
The capital? Edward, your family has been doctors in Southbridge for generations. How could you have connections in the capital?
Are you hungry? Have something to eat.
Lychees? Edward, you've made it big. Even the imperial consorts can't afford these. And you got them.
As long as you like them.
They're beautiful, but I'm afraid to wear them. I'm afraid I'll lose these expensive pearls.
We'll just get new ones. As long as you like them. I'll find them all for you. All the world's treasures.
Young Edward, something's very wrong with you. How could you get your hands on so many expensive things? Wait, how do you have the royal seal? How do you have the royal seal?
Julia, no matter who I am, just know I'll always love you. You're the only one for me. I'm not Edward Sterling. I'm Edward Windsor. Windsor.
Isn't the king a Windsor too?
He's my brother. I was the crown prince, the late queen's son. The crown prince, said to be dead.
The crown prince? The former crown prince? Are you serious? Damn. Without even realizing it, I almost messed with the royal family.
Back then, the palace was in chaos. As my mother was dying, she entrusted me to the great Dr. Leonard. So, I went into hiding in Southbridge as Edward Sterling.
Good thing I didn't sleep with him. If I'd slept with a former crown prince, I'd have been in a real trap with no escape.
Julia, I know you don't love me, but compared to him, You must have feelings for me, right? Julia, let's just pretend he doesn't exist. Forget Charles. Let's get back on track. Marry me. I'll protect you. Just the two of us. Forever. Okay?
You're a true royal prince, of noble blood, and I'm just a married commoner. You're wasting your time on me.
Julia, I swear on my life, I will only ever love you.
In our world, we're just not the same.
We are, in my heart. Your birth doesn't matter.
Enough! I've told you so many times. Don't you get it? Am I not being clear enough? You're wonderful, but I don't want to get involved in a royal power struggle and spend my whole life in a cage. What's the difference between that and a bird with broken wings?
Julia, if you won't, then I don't want the throne. I'll wait for you until you're ready to love me.
You still don't get it. The future is unpredictable. I don't want you to waste your best years on me. It's not fair to you. Edward, you're acting so strange today.
I can't wait anymore. I'll have to take it myself. Julia, you'll save me, right?
Save you? What do you mean? Save you? What do you mean?
I took the passion goo. If we don't make love, I'll die in a bloody explosion.
Edward Sterling, are you insane?
I'm insane. I just want to be your man. A real man. Please, save me. Save me.
Why? Why have you become like this?
What could I do? Tell me, what could I do? I hate myself. I can't do anything. I hate myself for not being strong enough to consummate our marriage. I hate myself so much. Watching the woman I love be pulled away.
I'm sorry. It's my fault. I shouldn't have gotten involved. Please, calm down.
Anything you want, I'll give it to you. Just don't push me away. I've been chased for you for 23 years. I just want to be your man. Julia. Please save me. Please save me. Can you bear to watch me die in a bloody explosion? You gave in to Charles. Why can't you give in to me?
I had no choice. If there was any other way, I never would have. Do you want to humiliate me like Charles did?
Julia, don't break my heart, please.
You're forcing me. How is that any different from Charles? The young Edward I admired was always so righteous. He'd never force anyone.
That righteous man. What did he get for it?
Edward, snap out of it. If you do this, I'll hate you.
Have pity on me. Save a dying man, please. I'm begging you.
Edward, don't. I'm scared.
Don't cry. I'll be gentle. We'll grow old together, okay?
Fine. I'll do it. I'll do it.
Julia, why?
Surround the place, now!
Charles. Charles.
Julia. I knew you weren't dead.
Why did you take so long? I almost died in here.
I'm sorry. It's all my fault. Take Edward Sterling to the dungeon. I'll execute him myself. Yes, my lord.
I never knew the Duke could be so gentle.
I shouldn't have locked you up. I just wanted to ask the king for his blessing to make you my rightful duchess.
The Duchess you want to marry is me?
Have you ever seen me with another woman?
The usually cold Charles is actually falling for me.
There. Get some rest. Later we'll have more time to talk.
Aren't you coming up?
I'm afraid I'll hurt you. I'll stay here and watch over you. Julia. Julia Summers.
Charles, I'm gone. Thank you for this past year, but I can't be your Duchess in good conscience. It would be unfair to you. Actually, before I met you, I'd already seen a bigger world. I don't want to spend the rest of my life trapped within these four walls. I've saved enough to travel the world, and please don't come looking for me. Try to lose your temper less, it's bad for you. Goodbye for now.
Julia.
Great! So, what happened to the Duke in the Lady Venture?
Hold on. I'll tell you now. Now, the Duke of Southbridge, after his mistress, Lady Venture, left, never remarried. He focused on his duties. And Lady Venture, she traveled the world. With the money she earned, she wandered the world, doing good deeds. These two shone brightly in their own ways.
So the Duke of Southbridge is a real romantic.
You said it. But to never remarry for one woman, that's not worth it.
How is that not worth it? That's a love story for the ages.
Go on! Go on!
Thanks.
Long time no see.